Good morning, farmers. As you can see, I've just hired a worker to sow a field with some lupine in it. That's over by John's store. As we get ready to get our 3 fields set for lupine, we're going to be cultivating the bigger of the 3 fields today. And I think that's 3.15 hectares. I think I checked last time. I think it should be 3.14 in my opinion, but it is what it is. The pumpkins are still there because my wife, I don't think she's going to collect them, but I'll leave them there for one more day, see what happens. Gather honey. Yes, please. I'll gather that. How are the flowers out here? They are wet as well. I'm going to wait until my flowers are, quote-unquote, almost dry before I water them, or else I'll just be watering them all the time. I do want to check on this. I think I checked it last time. Yeah, 74%. So we're fine on that for about a month. Any honey over here? Actually, a couple jars. Wait, what? Nope, that was picked tulip, apparently. I did get 1 jar of honey out of the 3. I shouldn't complain. The day before, I think I got like 7 jars of honey. And yeah, so I think the wife's range for tulips, you can see these are wet and the ones at the end are semi-wet. So my wife doesn't like going too far from home apparently. But that's fine. You know, it gives us more to do. I mean, she does collect the eggs and milk the cows around here. 1, 2, yeah, so I got one more beehive to check. Is she still in bed though? No, she's already in the kitchen. Must be making herself breakfast. That's what I would think she's doing. Gather some honey and gather some honey. Semi-wet, withered. Wait, what? Semi-wet and withered. I think it's those two that the original ones that were withered. I wonder if I can get in here. It's gonna be kind of tricky, but I'll try it. Wait, what? Did I not? There we go. So it's this one here, right? I don't know what I just did, but I don't think I did anything. So raking the ground does not get rid of the withered flowers, huh? So, okay, how about if I use the shovel? Alright, I got rid of that one. And this one here, maybe? There we go. I guess that's what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Now, can I rake these? That way we can put in some more flowers. Yeah, tulips. They didn't grow that fast. But since there's nothing but tulips in here, I'm almost out of tulips. It says I'm down to 4. There we go. And it says, they'll say very wet. That's fine. That's fine. Do I have any more withered ones? I don't think so. I think we're all good. And I can't remember why those withered. I think I would have been almost dry. I better water that one there. Just get them all as much as I can here. I don't know which one it is, so we'll get these right here. Very wet. Okay, so we're fine. We're fine. Yep, we're all good there. Alright, so we got our jars of honey. We should have a worker down over right here somewhere. Yep. So yeah, we're putting lupine there. Then we'll just have to fertilize it. I had 3 workers down here. I think they're all cultivating these 3 fields down here. And we're going to jump up to here. Now we're going to walk up there. That's what we're going to do. And oh, you can't get any closer because of that guy over there. No problem. I'll jump across this little stream here. We'll go hop into our tractor. I think I did have somebody. Yes, I did. So I should be good to go for a while. So my only job really for today is I think we're just going to head and cultivate this field and keep an eye on my workers. And then, like I said, once I get a free worker, put some lupine down on that field, put some lupine down in this field. But before we do that, let's hitch up to there. All right, I'll put you back down. Are you back down? There you go. So this field is 3.15. I like 3.14 better because that was my guess last time, but I was wrong. It's 3.15. There we go. Now we're cultivating. Now we're getting things done. So this field should take me a couple in-game hours, at least like I would say until, what time is it? 7? Yeah, I'm guessing like somewhere around 11 o'clock. I would think somewhere around there. Seems about right. So yeah, once we get done with this, maybe I'll go around and see what kind of jobs are available. I don't think there's any jobs available that I prefer. Wait, no, did I check? I just checked before I started recording. I already forgot because I checked yesterday and I checked for today's. Yeah, I don't think there was any any fix the building kind of jobs, which those are the ones I usually like, because I just have to go in and inspect them. But one of these days, hopefully, I'll get the contest where it's repair the building under a certain amount of time. But like I said, I may not get that because I have repaired all the buildings I think the game allows us to repair. So I don't know if that's part of it. I have no idea. I don't know. So anyways, all the test results are in that we did for the yield, I do believe. Yeah, the winter canola one, I was a little surprised about that because that's not the result I got. Oh, wow. That was like a year and a half ago, I think I did that test for winter canola. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on there. But, I mean, there's been a lot of updates since last time I did that test. So the next test I'm going to do, and I've done this once before, and I don't know, I'll have to see if I can find the video. If I do find the video of this, I'll try to put it at the end of the video to where recommended videos to watch. It's where we take a field and see how much of an extra yield we get from plowing, then cultivating, fertilizing, and so on and so forth. And I hate to say it, but we will be back down in my favorite field. But I don't plan on doing that test for any time soon, because like I said, that yield test did take me quite a while to do. The one that I posted last week at this time, with all the crops. Yeah, it took me like 5.5, 6 hours to do that test completely. And then it didn't take me that long to do the winter canola test. That seemed like child's play after doing the other test. But yeah, so what we'll have to do is I'll have to take a crop, and we already know the yield off the field before we do anything to it. So then what I'll do is I'll plow the field, then I'll do a yield to see how much extra of a crop we got. Then we'll start over and not plow the field, but cultivate the field, see how much more, and you get the picture on that. So hopefully I can find that video I did. I want to say probably a year and a half ago I did that test somewhere. I don't think it was on the field that I've been doing the test on. That might be down in Old Wheatford I did that test, which would have been rather stupid to me, because I mean I had to bring all my equipment down there. Unless all my equipment was down there, that's why I decided to do it down. It doesn't matter. I did it somewhere. Hopefully I can find the video. Yeah, I don't know what I even titled that video as, but I'll dig for it and see if I can put it at the end of this video for you for recommended videos to watch. Anyways, we're getting along rather well so far this season. We didn't hit our 5 million during the spring cleaning, and still didn't hit our 5 million when we sold all of our barley and maize the other day. But you know what? It's all good. But it was rather interesting when we sold the barley the other day at the old mill, to where when I went to the map it showed me one price, but when I got up to the old mill and I was at the silo, it was telling me a different price. That was awfully weird. But from that test we got, or the calculation I did, I was getting the amount that it showed me on the map, not on when we're up at the old mill and I hit the engineering button. So that was rather weird. I don't know if anyone else has got that bug, and I don't know. I haven't been able to try it yet because I haven't been able to harvest any more crops. Not at all. So someone did ask me, so when I did the winter canola test, they wanted to know, because they knew I would be in the next year, if little Timmy was out the crib, and honestly I did not even check, because what was the point? So I was down at the field and I didn't bother checking. But I would assume next season Timmy would come on the crib, and I don't think, even at the date I did the harvest with the winter canola, I don't think Timmy technically would have been 4 years old, because I don't think little Timmy came along until late April, early May. I don't remember my son's birthday. Well, let's face it, I didn't even remember how old he even was, so let alone remember the day he was born. Yeah, I don't know. And my wife never tells me anything, so she likes to keep me in the dark on stuff like that. She only tells me things that she only replies to what I ask her. She won't come out with free information. Other than she thinks this place could use a mall or two, though. That's about it. Honestly, I don't think there's enough people in this community to have a couple malls. I think one mall would be more than enough. And really, in today's day and age, malls are kind of going by the wayside. everyone's ordering thing online and getting them shipped to them free the next day. So who needs them all? Just order online. Maybe the problem is I never gave my wife a computer or an iPad or a cell phone to order from, so I don't know. How are we coming along here? Already 25% cultivated, really. So it took me an hour and 10 minutes in game time to do 25% of this field. So yeah, another 3 hours and 45 minutes or 40 minutes or so. Then I should be done. So it says. But the best way to make it go fast, at least for you guys anyways, yeah, you know, a little bit of tunes. And I kind of hit that fast forward button for you. So here we go.
We break down, caving in to our doubts, faces filled with sadness. When words are said, we'll regret. I can see the fire that we made just to save us. When we try to make up for never letting go, said the things we promised not to say, that we break up just to start all over, even though we know this is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way Let's go back, let's start again, to a place a long time ago when I kissed your lips. I can see the fire that we made just to save us. When we try to make up for never letting go, said the things we promised not to say, that we break up just to start all over, even though we know this is the hard way better.
You probably already knew this from the thumbnail, but I hired a worker already to seed some lupine in the field that we're in, and also for the field directly behind us as well. I want to get them all planted on the same day, that way they're on the same cycle. I just keep forgetting that when I'm cultivating in the field and hire a worker to seed behind me, I'm going to keep getting this symbol once in a great while that I probably should cultivate the field, which we are. But it's not popping up as much as it used to, or I thought it would. So that's good news. But yeah, he's not going to catch it up to us at all either. So I'm not too concerned about that, because we are just about done here. What are we? I'm 95% done, so says the chart. And yeah, so we'll have all these 3 fields planted with lupine, which we know doesn't yield the greatest, but it looks nice. It does. It looks really good. Just before it comes ready for harvest, all the pinks and purples. Gives the map some color. So we just got to finish up this little triangle here, then we'll be done. Then I'll bring this tractor and cultivator back to our parking lot. Probably just give it a wash is all I'll do. But I mean, if I'm going to give it a wash and I'm there, I might as well put some fuel into it. May as well. I mean, if you're there, why not? Yeah, so I'll refuel it, give it a wash. The cultivator, yeah, well, it looks fine. Looks perfectly fine. So I don't know how many you saw. Was that Sunday's episode? Yeah, it had to have been Sunday's episode where I showed a picture of this cultivator with the seed drill mounted to it. Well, it's not actually, it's kind of like attached to the back of it. Technically, I think it's actually mounted to the tractor. I didn't look at it that hard, but yeah, in real life, yeah, you can see the cultivator and the seed drill. The seed drill should go right behind this and seed, but in the game, not so much. My guess is it's probably too much physics for the tractor to handle in the game, that is. So I'm still not sure how I'm going to do this. We may do one more episode after this, and then I may skip the month and a half that it takes for these crops to grow. So in the 4 fields up over by Oliver's house, we planted. What did I plant up there? Was it peas? Yeah, I think it was peas. I may have planted peas up there. I think so. And down here we're planting lupine, so we'll have something to harvest when it comes to, let's see, that'll be like mid-June, mid-late June, somewhere around there. So yeah, so it might be, like I said, one more episode probably, and then we'll skip the month and a half to 2 months it takes for these fields to be ready, and we'll have some harvesting to do. We still got plenty of plowing and cultivating and all that good stuff to do, but we are done cultivating that field. Drive carefully over this bridge. Make sure the cultivator gets through without getting caught up on something. And instead of driving in the yard, let's just drive through here. Ah, this looks so much better without it being orange and all the other wonderful colors. Speaking of orange, let's wash vehicle. Let's refuel the vehicle. I don't know. I kind of like the orange on the tractor, so we're going to keep it. I think what we're going to do next, though, is I am going to go ahead and take those pumpkins out of there, because my wife, if she were to collect them, would have collected them, because I remember I said about 11:30 in the morning it'd be done. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So, yeah, it took a little bit longer than I thought, which is fine. Don't have much else on our schedule for the day, other than we're going to go ahead and take care of the greenhouse. There we go. Okay. I never figure out when they let you out of the tractor which way you're facing. I have no idea. Yes, also in that, if you saw the winter canola harvest test over there, yeah, just be careful when you put down the header from your combine. Where am I going? I want to go in the greenhouse. Be careful where you put the header down for the combine, or where you park your combine, or any equipment or you have for that matter that's attached to a tractor, because when you save the game and reload it, it's not going to be attached. And yeah, I had a hard time attaching the header to the combine because of the angle it was at, and I tried a lot of things to get it hitched back up. And you cannot call a tow truck for an implement or a tool. I could, the combine was stuck. It was the header was at a weird angle. All right, I really don't remember what I planted everywhere else, so let's just go ahead and grab some seeds I got plenty of, which is zucchini. So let's go ahead and throw all these down. And now I'm not going to worry about putting stuff into the pantry, because that's the way it was early game, at least for me. If you left stuff in your pocket or your backpack, whatever you want to call it, any perishable items you had, you would slowly lose them in time because they would spoil. That's why you had the pantry. I think we need some water in here, so let's go ahead and turn that on. Open the door. Shut the door. So 302 pumpkins. That's pretty darn good. What do we got for workers going here? I know I got the... Oh, see, so he's done here. Okay. And he's done down here. That's been plowed, has not been cultivated, so let's go hire someone. I'm trying to get the fields over on the east side in... Is that Peaksville? I was just at the map and I kind of forgot. Is that Peaksville? Yes, it is Peaksville. So that's plowed and cultivated. Good. Plowed and cultivated. Good. Plowed and cultivated. Good. This is neither plowed nor cultivated. This is plowed. We just hired a worker for that, and that is neither. Okay, so we're fine there. So I have 3 workers on the go. So I'm working on Peaksville and New Fields. So let's go up to New Fields, see what needs to be done. Let's click on the first map. Okay, it's been plowed and not been cultivated, so let's just hire someone to cultivate that one. Yeah, I'm just kind of working on those 2 towns. The fields around the farm is what I tried to leave myself some room to do some work for. Like the hills over here, these have been done with nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's fine. That's kind of gives us stuff to do. So that's transport. That is cultivate a field. 98 hectares. Wow, that's a big field. 0.98 hectares. So it's almost half fields right there, I would assume. And plow the field. So yeah, I was looking for a fix the building kind of a job, which we do not have. So that's fine. As I say, I need to go to my other greenhouses and see if they need water. I don't. Those are automatic. Yeah, I still don't understand why the other ones are automatic and this one is quote-unquote manual, if you will. I never quite figured that out. Let's go down to the pantry. I will put the pumpkins and honey away. I'm just curious to see what the wife has been up to cooking-wise. We fed James the other day, so he should be happy for a few more days. I will, when I finally do skip the month and a half, I will have to make sure that James stays happy. And what else? The flowers. I got to make sure the flowers are all set to go. Move to pantry. So I got 52 cups of coffee, which I'm not using at all because, well, I'm not really doing any kind of jobs there. I'm not really paying attention to the numbers down here to see what my wife is making, but I got pizza. I think she makes melons and pie, baked fish. I think the baked fish is that's what she makes. I make the sushi. That's right, the sushi. I should know what she makes because that should be 100% nutrition, 100% nutrition, 100% nutrition. What we make is 70, 80, and 90% nutrition. Hamburger. Yes. She's got plenty of fish. Well, I don't know if it matters with her what she needs to do bake fish on. Now let's go in here and see how little Timmy's doing. Yep, hasn't moved in 3.5 years, but he's fine. He's doing okay. Oh, so another thing I was going to ask, because someone did ask me in a comment, and I haven't run into this problem. So apparently, they had some issues with these fields back here. I think is what they were talking about. Yeah, they don't own these fields anymore. They did not. They said they did not sell them, but they logged. They had crops in them, and they logged back in, and they're having problems where they can't buy any more fields, or some of the fields they had are not theirs anymore. So I haven't heard of that problem, but if any of you out there have come across this or have heard of the problem and what causes the problem, let me know. I did ask. They apparently play on PC, so yeah, that confused me anymore. I mean, if there was a console problem, I'm like, that's out of my realm because I don't have a console, so I don't know. I think I just made a goof because I got 4 workers going, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah. So I was coming down here so we could watch the plane fertilize our field, but that may have to wait until the next episode because I got 4 workers going. Come on, Peanut, stay in the game. I'm trying to. Yeah, stop eating them. Are you over here eating mushrooms? That's what I think you guys are doing. So I could have checked on the map, but we're going to come down here just because. Yep, 99.99% lupine. And I think next episode, since I'm done getting the fields that I want seeded, is I want to plow this field. Just because. I've spent a lot of time in this field the past week, but if I plow the field, it'll make me feel so much better. So much better. So I want to get this field plowed and get it taken care of just because. Did I not plow that field over there? Oh, I thought I did these fields over here. I mean, I know I didn't do that one. That's not plowed. Have I plowed? Maybe it was harvesting. Must be I harvested these fields. Boy, I thought I plowed those fields. Shows you I don't quite remember what the heck's going on. Yeah, the last thing I want to do, I want to run back up to John's store. I want to double check because we are running awfully low on the tulip seeds. So I want to buy some more. I think next season though I won't put tulips around the beehives. Maybe I'll put roses down. I don't know, but I'm just curious to see if John has more seeds, Or once you use all the seeds, are you done using the seeds? That's going to be interesting. I don't remember checking on the store. I haven't been to the store in a while. John, we used to talk a lot, but not so much
Good
lately.
to see you. Can I help you?
Care to trade?
Sure. What do you need?
Not really sure. I'm just browsing today. So yeah, he does have all the seeds that we do need. The cookbook. Does anyone actually use the headlamp? I tried it when it came out, and I was like, nope, the headlamp, not quite for me. And all this stuff, I think I sold to you at some point, at one point or another. So he doesn't really have anything I need or want, but he does have more tulips. I'll just keep him there. I think what we'll do is we'll use up what we have, and when we ever need something, we'll come on back. He does have another racing drone. That's kind of interesting. So he restocks himself. It's too bad you can't actually come in here, and he stands behind here, and you got to go around the store and like click, 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 and then you have to go to checkout, and there's a register here, and you have to go ching. I don't know. Just a lot of things I was kind of hoping that would come along. Stop eating my mushrooms around here. Actually, speaking of, there's usually a strawberry. There it is. I want to pick up the. I want to start picking up the strawberries because we can make strawberry pancakes. Is it strawberry pancakes? Great. Now I got to go to the stove to see. Is it strawberry pancakes? I really can't remember now. It's honey pancakes. So it's kind of weird. If you look at the recipe, it's called honey pancakes, but it's with strawberries. The one above it, the only thing different in the recipe is apples, and they call it honey apple pie. Oh, it's honey. So why not call this honey strawberry pancakes? I don't know. Just weird. Just awfully weird to me, some of these recipes. But, yeah, when August comes or early September, we're going to raid our pantry, get all this stuff, and go ahead and make a whole bunch of stuff and go up and see Rose. The reason why I don't want to do it now is because I want my wife, I didn't have to come down here to show you, but I guess I can since we're here. I want my wife, if she may not want the canned peppers or whatever to make recipes. She may need just a raw chili pepper or cucumber to make recipes. So that's why I leave it the way it is. And also I did mention, be careful getting a lot of stuff in here. I think these will cap out at $9,999 because I did that last fall. I think it was on the tomatoes actually, and I did check. It did. I don't know if they fixed the issue or not. But when you cap out $9,999, so say like this was maxed out at $9,999, if I had more tomatoes here and moved into the pantry, it doesn't take up another storage area. They just like disappear. Just a heads up. So you might be making only tomatoes and like, well, I'll just make all the tomato sauce in the fall. Yeah, if you have all the greenhouses and put tomatoes in there, you may get that many in that short of a time. So James is happy. My wife she's acting like she's got gum on her shoe. Yep, rub it off. We're going to go down and see what Rex is up to. Poor old Rex, but he seems to like it down here. He's always, Rex is always in a good mood. He's always in a good, you make sure the fire keeps on going, don't you, buddy? I would pet you, but you whine when I pet you. Story of my life. Let's go ahead and sit on the bench. Yeah, so we got the quick day kind of over with. Decided to cultivate that field. Now I was going to wait for those three. I am going to call them guys because all the workers are guys. We'll need to wait for them to finish seeding those fields. Yeah, tomorrow, next in-game day, we will fertilize those three fields, and we will be plowing my quote-unquote test field. I'm thinking that tractor and plow are up by Oliver's. So I'll have to go up there and grab it, come on down and just plow that field. Just because I just feel like I want to dig into it just a little bit. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time on The Day on the Farm. But until then, have a good one.